episode of that, and like the littlest English sentence, like go, they translate.
That's just ridiculous. Marcus, get out of my seat.
But I rolled a 1.
Me too.
A 2. Oh, I
You rolled a
two.
1.
Can this deck work? I don't know, but I will play it.
Wait, did everybody roll? I feel like
Oh,
I'm
no, I did.
Come on, get your roll.
I
in
had
there.
an 11. Which seat am I? With an 11. Third.
See your 11. Okay.
I had an 11. So it's
There
Martin,
it is.
Marcus, me, Steve, Igor. Oh, I have Steve as a Bray. Maybe I don't play that deck anymore.
Play what you will. I got to debate whether or not I'm playing Jank or not.
Always play deck.
I'm going to try this deck. This deck I think can actually do something, whereas the other deck I don't think does anything.
I have the same problem with this one, and I'm not sure if I want to play it. Nah, I wanted to play it, so I'm gonna play it.
Ah, my praise tossed.
This is probably...
Yes,
crap.
you play against another war? No. You have to kill me fast so I can go back to Elden Ring.
All the more reason.
Kinda.
I should have played a slower deck then.
I kinda have the same feeling.
Alright, I'm dragging this game out extra long.
I've only been able to play like 5 hours.
Yeah, I have like 2 hours now. I just bought it today.
Have you played any From Software games before?
Yes,
Martin,
Dark Souls
you
2.
didn't draw any cards yet.
Yeah, I'm moving away stuff so I can actually use my mouse.
Ah,
Okay, what is the deal of that deck? And how can it be that I have one vampire 5 times in the deck and it's not on my starting crypt?
That's okay, I have the inverse problem. I have the lower quantity of vampires, and I somehow got the one duplicate I run of one.
alright, is everybody ready?
I'm ready. Not to finish bitching yet, but...
I'm not sure if
Yes.
Igor said yes, but... Oh, let's start. Emma's running.
Alright.
Martin.
Martin. No masters, because why would I be able to play master? Let's do this. Discard this.
Turn.
Alright, no master either. Concealed weapon. I don't like that.
Turn.
Don't worry, it's
There's
just
a
for bound
weapon
now.
anyway. I have a master card.
Ooh, cheating.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh!
Aww. At least I can keep my pool then.
Christmas is
Yeah.
cancelled for you.
No soup for you.
I need
One
to roll
week.
to play some cards, and I think that's a good card to cancel.
Do I want to replay something from my hand? Yes, I do. I think. Goodbye, deflection. Who needs you anyway?
Turn.
Or, I'm sorry, whoops. Let me do this right. Master wider view.
Watch that.
No second master. minion 3, and then I'm gonna burn 1. Or I'm gonna draw 1 and then burn 1. Or let's remove this guy. Did it go face up for you guys?
No.
Oh.
All right, there you
Who's
go.
the
Just
card
turn
from the
them
table?
around first. It's neighbor John.
Neighbor John.
And pay the 3.
How can you see that it is neighbor John? His move?
Turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just press tab.
Influence.
Ooh,
I see violence.
I see
It's
ghouls.
just- It will be a really fun game for me and Steve.
I'm screwed.
Discard unmasking.
Ooh,
I'm really screwed.
Yeah, I see heavy
this
violence.
guarding unmasking.
No, he's discard putting to play unmasking.
I play.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you meant you discarded. Yeah.
Maybe I should have kept that entrancement.
I will never get to use mine. No monsters, because why would this game give me monsters
You don't deserve him anyway.
that I can play? Let's do this. So that's 2, and then the last 2 here. Make her an anarch.
Justine!
Where is this going?
She's so innocent.
Nobody knows.
It's what they always say. That they're not that innocent.
I have a feeling this is Grand Ball Swarm. Or not Grand Ball, Palo Grande Swarm.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
And the Chimiska is probably Walkwood, so.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how good I am. What do
Oh,
I
yeah,
want to discard here?
new crypt card for the convert.
Yep.
What is that sound?
This is
It's
tough.
people keep messaging in the server area.
Ah. Oh, thank you.
Turn.
I have another MasterCard. You can watch that again if you want.
Oh no. Is this Weenies
No,
on
that's
both sides of me? Am I really gonna have double the Warghoul problems?
Nah, it's even worse.
Oh.
Speed Legionnaires.
-4 here. Drum roll. It's Ventuanti Tribu!
Oh no.
Oh,
The deck I just built.
he
How
stole
many low cap do you play in there?
Turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We're gonna
Ah.
contest all over the fucking
Yeah.
place.
That's what I said. It's even worse.
Well, at least this is an adventure anti-tribu.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that ever.
Alan? Really?
Yeah. Alan.
Alan Stavra.
And then
Oh no, Steve. I think I know where you're going there.
yeah, I'm gonna move.
That's a fun idea.
Are you actually doing an investment deck?
It has some investments in it, but I wouldn't call it an investment deck per se.
I've never seen investments play. Everything I've
Turn.
been learned about this game is that investments suck.
They do suck. They 100% suck. I'm hoping that the way I'm playing them, they won't suck too bad.
Alan Sovereign is probably one of the vampires that makes playing investments feasible.
Yeah, it's probably like the only way to play it. No block.
Quality of Life. Tasha.
I have no blocks. I guess it's really up to my prey, though.
I said no block.
Okay.
Do you see any Auspex here?
Well, then here come the Warghouls.
No.
Your reply, Milan.
Okay, okay.
But
I can take a sigh of relief for right now. No block.
yeah, no block. What the hell?
Might not have a Warghoul. It does happen. Sometimes they don't draw them.
True. I'm just curious about Milan.
Replace Unmasking.
Yep.
Discard. Next.
Turn.
Just to make sure, Igor, do you know that you're on like your non-normal mic? Because normally it sounds like you're on a headset. This time it sounds like you're on like a laptop microphone.
Sorry, what you say?
It sounds like you're on like a laptop's microphone instead of normally you sound a lot cleaner.
You don't hear me good?
No, you sound like you're sort of distant, and there's a lot of echo. So I'm assuming it's probably using like the microphone off either like your camera or if you're on a laptop off your laptop. So you might want to check your Discord settings and see if it changed your default audio source.
No block.
No block.
Thank you. Hunt.
No block.
No block. I feel a little screwed here.
No, don't be. Don't.
He claimed it
If
wasn't
you're
Polygon.
going to play defensive, I'm not against you, so.
Yeah. You'll see how defensive my deck plays. And it's Mr. Guggenheim.
It's not Palagrande per se.
But it contains Palagrande and plays all the elements of Palagrande, so...
I mean, I'm playing Toreador under Truby. Why the hell would I not play Palagrande?
Could also be a
Interesting
vote deck.
point if
Sure.
if he has like
Turn.
con booms and stuff.
I have a variant. That's that one. It's not this one.
I bet Marcus is
Sorry.
playing...
Here's
God.
my wall.
Oh, God.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Well, looks
Go
like
back
I'm
to
getting
being
bled
defensive.
perpetually for 3.
Yep.
Turn.
Unfortunately, I don't have another master card.
Please don't run us into a bunch of contesting.
Carbon Superior.
Ah, fuck, we're gonna contest. Sure, no block.
No block.
Which one of these? Which one of these?
What are you
None of them.
contesting? Oh,
Because
Yeah.
this isn't this is a deck with Allen Sovereign in it, but this is not a Ventrue deck. You watch
Okay,
me put
yeah.
Neighbor John in my discard pile, right?
I
Or am
didn't get
looking?
the.
Yeah, that's who I moved to my. That's who I lost with wider view.
I didn't get the prompt that you moved it. so-
Okay.
Do I want to discard something? Nah, I'm fine.
Turn.
All right. I have no master minion. I'm gonna try to govern as well at superior.
No block.
No
Predator?
block.
Okay.
Just to see what you will bring out.
And then influence will be 1 and 1, 2. Bring out Neighbor John.
Hello, John.
Hello.
The
I am
most
John.
friendly of neighbors.
So, This
with his
neighbor
double guns.
is 2 times in my deck.
You use 2 times in my deck too.
Turn.
I will be AFK for a second.
Minion. Ratio play equipment is two stealth action.
It is a 2 stealth action, isn't it?
Yes.
No block.
Oh, okay. Yep, no block.
Piotr apply Simon's.
No block.
I'll go no block as well.
I want to, but I can't.
Influence.
Good old Devon.
Discard.
I don't like it.
Turn.
Using that to get blood.
Still no war ghoul. Okay.
Let's do this. Just to cycle card.
Ah, come on.
I run multiples. I need cycle cards.
Yeah, sure. So you
Yep.
don't have to bleed, right?
No, I don't have to bleed. Or do I?
No.
Let's start off like this. Illegalist bleed.
Bleed for 3.
You sick
Yeah.
fuck.
I'll block it.
I'm blocked.
Yeah.
Or no, wait.
Uh-huh.
No, wait.
It's a really fun idea with that card. So I
So
think like that.
if I bleed, and if I play, I haven't played for so long. So if I play a modifier that takes me to 0 blood, does the action fizzle? No, because
You're
the
still
action is free.
performing the action, so
Yeah.
you could still be blocked.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this then. Power of 1.
Yeah, no block. That's pure powerful. Great.
Archer?
This is starting very well.
Don't worry, it's not a Palo Grande deck. It's much more than a Palo Grande deck.
It's an
Illegalism.
alarm.
Power
It's-
bleed.
It's,
It's
an
an alarm
illegal
telegram.
it's an
Power
illegal
Grande.
Power Grande deck.
Yeah.
Then bleed.
Remember that one's Anarch too, but at least has no
Yeah.
disciplines.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I think I'll block it before he gets present.
no block. Do you
Huh?
think he will get presents?
Yeah. Field training.
Yeah,
Present.
field training is a thing.
Easy peasy.
You think I can fit that in this deck? You haven't seen the list yet.
But we can
You're
assume.
playing 85 cards for 90, so
I'm
I'm
black.
optimistic. Yeah, you're acting.
No pre.
Nope.
No maneuver.
Nope.
Hands for 1.
Too aggravated.
Burn.
No, you don't burn.
No, you just go to Torpor
Oh, yeah.
Blood.
Yeah. As I said, I haven't played in ages.
Yep.
And then let's bleed again.
No block.
Just for 2.
Just 2.
Yes.
Well, guys, I hope the war ghouls come out soon.
You're still fine. You got a whole 14
Igor.
pool.
Yeah, it takes like 2 turns for him to empty me out.
Just find some way to bleed multiple times in a turn. You got this.
That's not that easy.
Well, you're
I
gonna
have
play
to
your
roll.
illegalism, even though you're not anarch yet.
What? What do you say?
Isn't that what you're playing there, Marcus? Illegal, unnamed.
No, I'm playing. Well, I do play Anarch cards, but not too many.
And you could always play legal and manipulation and the other card to gain you a pool, so you can get 4
I
pool
could
off this
play
bleed.
Platinum Protocols.
You can play that too.
It's the next one of those bitches.
But legal manipulation plus that 1 card for
Did I
for
play
getting
it
you
to
Yeah,
get
I
rid
did.
of one of the counters.
Yeah, will do.
Well, I'll start with the Villain for 5.
that card called. Oh, I am Legion.
Lane?
That's the one.
And let's make him a dabbler.
Yep.
Well, let's start with the fun part. Let's Sheepdog.
This vampire gains 4 blood. Put this on this vampire.
Oh,
Okay.
not
Yeah,
sure.
no
it's-
block.
Yep. No block.
Well, it gets cancelled by the fact that he's an infernal.
Yeah, I get that. I just don't see it worth an action.
Yeah, usually you have untaps in this deck. But I'm only drawing actions, which is pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Uh,
You gave edge.
Huh?
You gave edge, Martin, right? No?
Martin, you should have
Yeah.
the edge, yeah.
You agreed.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The Anarch Horde. The unnamed Anarch Horde.
The Anarch unnamed horde. That's the correct order because
I mean, why not? Let's have a bitter and sweet story.
okay.
All right. I get +2.
So
against
Steve, may I kill you?
this. If I were playing a different deck, maybe.
Unlock all. I have a master card.
Ooh, I want that.
Don't we all want that?
That's a good card.
Can I borrow it?
No.
Black Horse Tanner wants to have a bowl of convergence.
Neighbor John would like to block that shit. Fuck that.
First of all, I put that under my Bible library. Once a turn, I can do that and draw another card, and then it's blocked.
All right. You got anything before range?
Yes, I got a walking stick.
So do I.
Who would have guessed?
Ventures with sticks. What?
Quelle
Shocker.
surprise.
How is it working? I just strike with +1.
Yeah.
And for each damage I inflict, I get. Okay.
Any
Yeah.
maneuvers?
Unfortunately, no.
I don't have any maneuvers either. Anything before strikes?
No.
My strike is stick for 2.
Same on my side.
All right, I'm gonna take it because I'm brave.
And- I'm gonna prevent yours.
That's fine. Sounds like a coward's play to me.
Only coward Venge will prevent.
Exactly.
Real Venge should take it to the chin.
Yeah.
But
And then I'm gonna bleed for 1.
guys, but counters on stick.
I did.
Oh,
I can put it the other way actually. Let's
I
forget
didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You
So,
both have 3 counters on your stick.
Yes.
Yes.
3.
And bleed for 1.
No block. What's the total? 5?
1.
4? Okay, that's
1.
lame. You're not even.
Unfortunately, 1.
You're not even doing it right.
It's just Marcus has a little bit less pressure, so he feels more fine. Like, remember, guys, I want to get out of the game. Influence. I used it in Montreal. Then I used 3 there. Oh, that's a good question. Let's put it 1 here.
Alright. Okay, we're still good. Still good.
And then I'm
Sort of.
getting rid of my Eyes of Argus. I don't have to block anything.
Turn.
Alright, master. Effective management. Okay.
Austin, you play 5 transfer, but buy only 3 pool. So
Because Montreal.
Yes, but need to buy 4 pool.
Because you did 5 transfers, not 4.
Oh yeah, you
No.
should lose 1 more pool for transferring.
Okay, did
You
I
put
just...
4 on Jefta and 1 on this one.
Yeah, but then you
Yes.
only reduce your pool by 3 and not by 4.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Unlocked.
okay.
Master's
Sorry.
already done. I should have unlocked
Was not on
first.
purpose.
Alan would like to govern it superior.
Oh, yes, I did. Interesting.
No block.
No
How
block.
about the stick went through?
All right.
Which one? Oh.
Go. And then gonna have neighbor John try to get an under siege.
What
Ow.
does your praise say against that?
He's not titled.
Ah,
Neighbor John needs. You need to be titled.
Oh, you do have to
Play
be
on the
titled for
stage.
that. Oh, I'm gonna have to discard
Yeah.
that card then. I forgot that needs a title.
requires a title 7, yeah. I don't know.
In that case, then let's have neighbor John just hang back for a moment. And
leave?
during influence, we're going to bring out this person, and we're going to pay a pool to merge Alan Sovereign.
Go, Ellen. Go, Ellen.
And,
Sovereign.
and then I'm going to discard an under siege.
I mean, he is like the definition of adventure, so...
Yeah.
I
At
reduce
least
my-
modern venture.
No fortitude, no presence.
Definition of adventure.
I mean, just like how he looks. That's what...
Definition of like a modern venture.
Auspex to dominate. All you need.
Yes, you need to
mean-
listen to competitors.
2 of the strongest disciplines here. Like, do you need anything else than this dominate and
Well,
Auspex?
potence can
Must-
work as any discipline.
Mhm.
I play Master Jake.
Yes.
No sudden.
Here comes the ghouls.
No,
Here
no.
comes the ghouls. Here comes the ghouls.
I will bleed for 2.
Bleed for 2.
Yes.
Let's wake with Guggenheim. and try to block.
Okay, you block me. No
No.
problem.
Concealed with target on a magnum.
Is this going?
Oh wait, wrong con. Haven't looked at it yet, so I'm just gonna... Not on the bottom. Why did I put it on the bottom?
No maneuver.
Maneuver too long. I misclicked, so I put the crypt card on the bottom.
You don't need a trip card.
I misclicked draw crypt instead of draw library.
He's also moving too long.
No, it's short.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
What?
You got fake out.
He has fake out.
Oh, maneuver too long then.
I say too close. I play a home.
Right, and he's playing resist Earth's Grasp.
And he already used the maneuver from Magnum, so
Yep.
it's long again.
Okay, no maneuver.
No more maneuvers.
No maneuver. Long.
Shoot for 2.
Okay, I'll take 2.
And do an additional.
Are you gonna kill J.S. Simmons with it? Oh.
Oh no! Just put away Peter.
All right. When he uses that J.S. Simmons to bring out a Wargle, you'll regret it.
Yep.
I replace fake out.
Yep.
Milan got to unlock an image.
Oh, no block. Thanks.
Hey.
Okay. And I thought you're my ally.
You wanted to
Nope.
get ousted as fast as possible.
True. You're doing amazing.
He maybe made defense from Toreador.
Yeah, I know.
I'm harmless.
Yes,
Yeah,
harmless.
totally harmless. Bleeds of 4.
Bleed for 2.
Let's wake Guggen again. And block.
Okay, you block me. No pre-maneuver.
No prep.
No maneuver.
Maneuver too long.
Can strike.
Shoot for 2.
Additional.
No additional.
No press.
No press. And no strike.
Okay. Rescue from Torpor, Piotr.
No block.
Yeah, no block. I gotta worry about my predator for a moment.
All I did was blocking.
Yeah.
You try to get a
That's
bola
a problem.
convergence. I can't have you trying to get something else that gives you permacept.
Once.
This.
Discard.
I don't really know what this deck is doing, or like where the
Turn.
win condition is, but I think it's not perma intercept.
I know, I at least know what my deck is doing. I just don't know if it's going to do it very well.
Unlock. Let's gain a blood for the hunting ground. Master hackerspace. Am I correct that the one in Torpor is not counted as controlled?
It is controlled. It doesn't say ready,
You
so you're
control
good.
it,
Yeah. So 3 counters then.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You crazy, crazy person.
Why? I haven't done anything.
You've
Hacker
shown it.
space, toreador gun, bullshit.
Meh.
I love it. Excellent. I'm just playing. I'm just definitely playing the wrong deck for it.
Yeah.
Never saw
Well,
illegalism before, and it's a really nice card.
Let's start this out. Bleed with illegalism.
Let's try to block that.
Power of 1.
Not blocked, so it's another bleed of 4. Excellent.
Yeah. And also unlocks. Not worth. Do I need to do? No. Okay, stand up. Let's stay like that then. Who transfers?
Is it all?
Ember. Discard legalism.
Ah, you don't want to bleed anymore. That's pretty nice of you.
Just these ones.
Turn.
Well, great. Now mastered card. Let's try bleeding for 2.
Ha.
Just generating some.
Think just gonna wake and send you to my prey. Hello, Steve. You're getting blood for 2.
I know, I'm thinking.
Just send me back.
I didn't draw any of those cards.
That's
You
too
don't
bad.
play them. You're playing.
I really need the pool though.
You can have the pool. I'll take the 2.
Wait.
I'm fine. I have 16 pool. I don't hold it against you.
Can you? Yeah, I want to start second card. Can you attempt to block with neighbor John first and then Louis second?
Sure, if that's how you want to cycle cards. Or do you mean Louis first and then neighbor John second?
No, neighbor has to be first
Okay, so
because he has intercept.
I'll attempt to block with neighbor John.
Alright, you'll have to pay a pool if you want.
I will not pay a pool.
Alright. Now Louis will try to block, right?
Hold on a sec.
You're just.
Yeah.
How many cards are you gonna help him cycle?
Louis will attempt to block as well. He's.
Alright, here's the stuff.
We're all trying to do things to help out Thorsten here, okay? All right, you got it. No block.
Sweet dice. What?
So I'll take 2.
Excellent. Then I can burn a blood to unlock because I used 3 disciplines
Yes.
Oh.
and I gained 3 pool.
I don't like that.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Strangely enough.
Let's do something very defensive. Get an Unleash Hell's Fury.
No.
Thorsten?
No block?
Ah.
I mean, this is the definition of defensive, so.
Martin?
No block.
Excellent. So I can unlock again. I'll just put it over
No,
you.
no
so
block.
You don't forget about it.
Because it's literally in my way.
Yeah, in this case, let's start the fun part before contagion.
Yuck.
What is the short form of the card?
You take 1 full damage each unlock turn, as long as my vampire is ready. The other one is I can put corruption counters and you to heal your vampires as you strike in combat, which is theoretically interesting. Let's put it this way.
Okay.
A name is just a dick.
So everybody takes 1 pool damage.
Yes.
Yes, each unlock.
Okay.
Marcus has decided that he would like to kill people across table.
No block.
I just want to make sure people have to play.
Do I block that?
You can try to.
That's true. I can try to. I have 15 poor. Do I need my poor?
Probably.
Maybe?
Nah. Go for it.
Who
No block.
At some point, at least.
Alright. I'll unlock again.
Yeah.
Do we do anything else? Yeah, I think I'll take the power base, please.
He's going for the power base in case you didn't hear it.
Thorsten,
Yes.
He's
power base
offering
for
Elden
Real,
Ring.
please.
Are you letting him have the power base?
Nah. Nah. I just have to watch with which do I. It doesn't matter. So she's gonna block that.
I'll have to pay a pool if you try to continue.
Yeah, I'm gonna block that.
Alright. And here's the stuff.
As a D action. That's perfect. So I can play Eyes of Argus
You
and
can.
have 2 enters.
No, you can't.
Oh!
She has it.
I
And
can't
you
gain a
play
pool.
the card. If the action is successful, yes.
Yeah. Then take it.
Alright. Nice. I gain a pool.
Gross.
No, Jester stays locked.
This is very similar to the deck that I
Because
was
of
looking at
Faces
building.
A Knight. Thorsten, Jester
Yeah?
stays locked because of Faces Knight.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay.
The
Fates
Horde
become locked.
recruit an Infernal Servitor.
If one is can act a turn at a secret, remove it from the game if you control no infernal vampires after it performs a specific assassin. Okay. No block.
Also gross.
Yes.
Am I gonna use it defensively? I don't think it's a good idea though. He's just gonna pull out a gun and shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's bleed for 3.
No block.
It's for 3. Excellent. That goes to the Ashen.
That was a nasty turn.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And then
Well.
the bleed on your prey didn't even land.
I'll generate 1. Wrong direction. And looking at this table, I'm going to discard the delaying tactics.
Oh, you think?
I don't know, I haven't seen a single title on this table yet.
You don't
Which is
need
weird, but-
titles to vote.
It's correct. But it helps.
Conboon.
No, angry fragments.
Did you take a pool as well?
Oh, I forgot that card. Thank you for reminding me of failing that.
He's
Cool
even hiding it, so of course we're gonna forget it.
Go and bleed for free.
Attempt to block with Louis.
One stealth and one bleed.
Attempt to block with Neighbor John.
It is blocked.
Anything before range.
No.
Any
You
maneuvers.
can't pull out a second stick. Just
No.
saying.
Anything before strikes.
No.
My strike is stick for 2.
Why is there like a stick for 2 as well?
All right, I'll take it.
Wait, I have to decide which one. So this is one and this is one. So it doesn't matter. Then I play this and burn one pool. Oh no, it doesn't matter if I burn one pool or take 1 damage. So
Yes, it's
yeah.
the same damage either
Well, he
way.
can taste. He can taste if you don't prevent the damage.
Correct. I could
Okay, then
taste.
Then I prevent everything.
All right, you prevent everything. And then you taste, because we're Ventru combat decks.
Now I know what my Ventral Combat deck is missing.
I don't like my hand.
Deal with the devil then.
Yes, yes, this would be nice. Schefter wants to do a Govern Superior.
No block.
Thorsten, you need to remove 1 more counter from stick. It's 2 damage.
Oh, it's 2. Yeah, thank you. Only every time forget that. Marcus?
Do I look like I block?
I,
Nope.
no, it's the wrong. This one is illegal if I would do that.
Yes, please do legal actions.
Influence, I just get him out. Do I? Yes, I do.
Is it Ulike? Oh no. Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna getting rid of our wider view.
All right.
Oh,
Turn.
Unlock.
Lecky is sometimes just a fucking system.
Take 1 from Contagion. Master. Venture investment for 3 because of Alan's ability.
Thorsten,
Yes.
you need to pay influence.
I didn't influence anything.
Yeah, that was all from Govern.
You find blood and burn blood. Okay, I see. Much. Okay.
Alan's other ability is going to take 1 counter off the investment and give it to me. And then Louis would like to try to Esbot to Neighbor John.
No block.
No block from my side.
The hell?
What?
Why?
Cause sometimes you gotta fill people up with some blood.
There's so much better ways to do it.
Shh, quiet you. I play the cards I want to play. I have to know if they work or if they're terrible. And sometimes I have to learn that by playing them.
Could have literally played Restoration.
Alan Sovereign. Actually, I don't like restoration in this because the restoration, Neighbor John would have to take the action to restoration.
And
Well-
neighbor John wants to stay up.
Neighbor John does want to stay up. He doesn't have Enzite, unfortunately, right now. Let's see. Alan Sovereign would like an ivory bow.
Of course he does.
Thorsten, can you block?
I can try.
Well,
No
does that
block.
mean?
like
Hold on.
this?
Does that mean? Oh, you're gonna just cancel it? Okay,
I'm just gonna cancel it.
that's fine.
The best way of blocking.
That's fine. Alan will untap.
I mean, now I only have to get through 9 pool. That's nice.
In that case, then Alan is just
8
going
actually.
to. No, he'll just stay back for the moment. Influence, I will wider view once. Went almost off the table. That's cool game.
Oh, Steve, did you pay for the contagion?
I did. I started my turn,
Excellent.
paid for contagion. I'm gonna burn this card, which is a advanced Alan Sovereign. And then I will influence 1. And I will discard in Aspot.
Turn.
Okay, I pay Contagion. 1 pool. And in unlock, Jake takes. I burn Jake, and Piotr gain 2 blood.
Yep. Poor Jake. What a hell of a way to go to some nobody vampire that just happens to be Black Hand.
You did the contagion? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
2 stealth action for
Uh-oh.
us, and
No block.
No block.
no ghouls.
Yeah. Very
I'll
sad. At least for
I'm
you.
pleased.
If you don't know what to do, you can always unlock the unnamed.
Well, I'm not sure. Okay, I can, but I need to pay pool every turn because you play Contagion.
Yeah, but your prey has to do that as well.
And the predator of your predator also has to do it, which is really annoying.
Everyone has to do it. It is really
Yes.
annoying.
You don't count. You should take it.
Well, you know what helps solve this problem? Let's just make sure the unnamed is in torpor. If
But
you're
for me-
in that position, I don't mind this so much. I've got investments to go around. So,
For me, it's good to you be unlock it, so you can block my prey. So yes, play. I will unlock you.
Why all the table
Thank
here?
you.
because you're scary. That's what it is.
Yes, you are very scary.
I mean, I'm basically just halted by a damn Unleashed Hell's Fury.
I hope so. I paid 2 pool for that.
Yeah, I know.
Bleed for 1.
Bleed for 1.
Yes.
Let block.
1 stealth
No block.
is bleed for 1.
Take it.
Oh no, my edge.
Your age.
So possessive.
Well, would have been another pool.
Bleed for 1.
Try to block.
Okay, you blocked me. No pre-maneuver.
No pre-maneuver.
No maneuver.
Maneuver too long.
Okay. I will play. So superior. I burn your gun.
No.
Ouch!
God damn it.
The dogs! The dogs!
The goddamn dog
Oh,
said.
The best boys.
I did not expect K9s or theirs actually.
No press.
Good decision to play that card. Good
No
decision.
press.
As if he'd planned it.
I was expecting more ghouls and stuff, not animalism.
It's the
No
Jewish toolbox bleed deck.
discard.
Turn.
Lock. Let's give blood to Guggen. See, I could have multiple hackerspace, right?
Yes, it is not unique.
Let's get another one then.
And another 3 counters. Prince of Freiburg plays a very great hackerspace White Lily deck.
Question. In the action step,
Yes.
if I play Force of Personality, can the Unleashed Hell's Fury still block?
What is Force of Personality?
Vampires must burn blood, and non-zombie allies cannot block this. But it turns into a vampire when it attempts to block, right?
No, but he
I
doesn't. He
think
still doesn't have any blood. Even though he becomes a 9-cap vampire, he still wouldn't have any blood, so he still can't block.
I think so too.
Makes sense, yes.
Yes.
Martin, 5 on Legion.
Oh yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm.
Maybe you play kill you because I cannot.
Kinda, yeah.
I just need to wait next 9 turn and you die.
Good strategy.
Amber wants to turn Anarch.
No block.
No blocks.
So you get counters on your hackerspace.
Oh yeah, because
Yep. There was a game I was watching where that was a forgotten mechanic of hackerspace. So somebody was bitching because their hackerspaces didn't have any counters on them, or wouldn't have had any counters.
Yeah, that's the way you can play hackerspace at any point.
Yep.
Bleed with legalism.
Who does Guggenheim?
Guggenheim.
Yeah, definitely gonna block that.
I'm gonna step away for just a sec. I'll be right back.
Force of Personality. Oh, I was gonna do the Force of Personality as it's announced. Sorry.
Alright. I like that.
I mean, he even said that he has a copy more, yeah.
Yeah, I said I had it, so I was gonna. I was gonna play it.
Yeah, I'll try to block.
One stealth.
I'll block.
That's 3.
Yes. Apparently.
And he unlocks. So let's do patronage with Guggenheim.
I've returned. In case it matters.
No block of
What's
them.
pool? Why does this card cost
No
pool and not blood? Okay.
Because you unlock 2 vampires with. I don't know.
Yes, but
Because
Do I
as
don't
a
attribute
Methuselah,
much?
you are being the patron of both of them.
Yep.
Yeah, no block.
Now it's only 8 turns.
It's nice to see somebody else play patronage.
I love the card.
So do I.
It's expensive though.
It is.
Legalism, bleed, Ember.
Center to top.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that force of personality thing was going to happen there, but
That happens. And then that one burns.
hurts.
Justin wants to rescue her from torpor. Paid
Raise.
equal.
No block.
Oh, wait, I will block.
But
Just-
why?
Because you can.
Let me kill the unnamed, please.
But with who?
Sorry. And instead set on another tab. Try to block.
Yep, unblocked. No maneuver. Or no pre-maneuver.
No pre, no maneuver.
No maneuver.
No maneuver.
Hands for 1.
Chance 1. No press.
Let's try again. Guggen wants to save Amber. Paid equally. 1-1.
No block.
Marcus, do you want to block?
No.
No influence. And Palagrande burns. And let's get rid of Beck as well.
Turn.
That's nasty. Well,
He says Palagrande is gone. He the good way.
Well,
yeah,
you don't know what I drew.
probably another one. I'm not gonna unlock the Horde because I'm gonna lane for 3.
right.
And then I'll bleed for 2.
Why?
You said you wanted to
Because
die.
I can. Yes.
That's true. Try to block.
Here's the stealth and another bleed.
1 intercept.
Second stealth.
Then welcome.
Alright. Let's bleed for 3.
Thorsten.
Yes.
Also,
No, sorry. Sorry.
I
not-
was successful, so I can play an ankle cock.
Yep, and you also gain 2 pool.
Now I get 3 pool.
Oh yeah, because social charm.
But I'm not drawing my fucking unlocks. This is very annoying.
Well, maybe you can once again make a deal with your cross-table ally.
Yeah. Well, I don't get blood as well, which sucks. I'll put 1 here.
Why did you not unlock?
How could I?
Read your cards. You have Dabbler.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
played
but I
a
only use
reaction.
good disciplines. I only use present and
Oh.
up to.
Oh, that's right. For some reason I was thinking use the potence version. Nope, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
I
It's hard to
will
use
steal
potence without code.
with the fragments something. Just-
Okay. Sure.
Oh, for fuck's
Turn.
sake. Ah, screw you, Lucky.
Difference.
Sure.
Here is your deflection.
Don't forget to-
First.
Don't
I
forget
have
contagion.
that in my deck. I have that. I promise you.
Take one from
At some
contagion.
point, I will have that.
Yeah,
At some
take one
point.
Yes, I have to pay the one to contagion.
Yes.
Like, I have 27 reaction cards in the deck. Just say that
Just-
point to the Lucky system.
Lucky doesn't care how many cards you have of a specific type.
And were rules, but didn't play it.
All right, what do you got for me, Thorsten?
Governors.
I'm sure all of them.
One each.
Let's start with a govern bleed.
Alan Sovereign would like to attempt to block.
You did it. Good job,
Alright.
Alan.
Anything before
Nothing
range?
before.
Okay.
You
You
can
can
have
have
a
a
stick if you want to.
I will. Or yeah, I'm gonna stick.
No
is
maneuver
five.
from my side.
Hold on.
Don't forget your sticks, please.
I did. Calm down.
Sticks are very important in this economy.
Yeah, I've got no maneuvers.
Hand strike for 1.
Stick for 2.
I prevent those.
Sure.
Do you want to press?
No press.
Perfect.
There is a press in Hidden Strength.
There is?
Yeah, if you want
Yes.
to press, you can press. I'm happy to try to hit you again with the
Nah.
stick.
Nah.
Okay.
The stick is still warm, but I should have the edge.
True.
Kinda agreeing with Steve. So possessive of the edge.
Yeah.
Come on, bleed for war. Like,
Attempt to block with
Oh, come on.
Please.
I used the effect from my guy first of all.
Okay.
But yeah,
Attempt to block with Neighbor John.
it is blocked. Nothing before.
Nothing before.
No maneuver.
No maneuver.
I hit you with my stick, so it's a 2.
I prevent 1 and hit you with my stick.
Cool.
Oh, sticks break.
Yep.
Sticks and Venture made break my bones,
Any press?
No press.
but
Okay.
whips and barley excite me.
I use my barons to discard a white of you.
Sure.
And then Hefter wants to equip an Avery Bow.
Sure. No block.
Marcus?
No.
You're very low on pool.
I know. Tell me something I
Indeed.
don't know.
That's scary.
Yeah,
True. I'm gonna take this one back.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get rid of the Guardian Angels. I don't think I can play it.
Turn.
There you go.
I will pay for contagion. Master, I will venture investment.
yeah.
And I will use Alan's ability to take 1 off the 1 and give it to me. Minion. Alan would like to attempt to govern down.
No block.
Yeah, no block. I mean, you're not my biggest concern right now.
Isn't he?
All right, next order of business. Louis would like to govern the underlying bleed.
Piotr tried to block.
Sure, block successful. Before range, I have a stick.
Dick.
Of course.
Or Piotr.
Any maneuvers?
I got along.
Lame. My strike is wave at you with my stick furiously while I put counters on it.
Wave this hand.
All right.
No press.
No. Well. Yeah, no press.
I will replace take out.
Yeah. Let's move to influence. I'll pay to see one. And I'll bring out Catherine.
Well
I
done.
don't have her.
She's cool
Can't-
though.
Yes, but we
Missile.
can't contest her, which is like really fast.
And then I will discard a Legacy, which does not have the burn option as compared to its counterpart.
No, Legacy has to
Turn.
burn.
Like yes, it has a burn option.
Oh, it does. I missed. I don't know how I missed. I thought that was a. Never mind. I'm dumb.
It's the other one that doesn't.
It's the other one that doesn't. Yeah.
John?
Yeah, I'm done.
No master. Minion.
Contagion. Yes.
Yes,
Excellent.
I would really appreciate if you don't unlock the unnamed.
No, I
That
won't.
doesn't
I
change.
don't worry.
You mean
But I will bleed for one.
no?
The fuck? I'm getting bled by a little green goblin. No block.
One. It's to stealth action, one goal.
No.
Stupid 2 stealth. If you can't do it, I can't do it.
I can. I'm gonna try to wake with Guggenheim. And no block.
All right. You got a Warghoul.
No.
I would dash
Yep.
Yeah, do it.
and pay 3 pool.
Yep.
Why is Mylan still locked?
He pleaded with him.
Oh. Yeah, true. You can do that.
Yep.
Often forgot. Ooh. Goddamn Google.
Well, it's Warghoul time now, guys.
It is.
I haven't seen any traps yet, but they are probably coming.
I think he discarded one.
Oh, he did. Missed it.
Piotr, bleed for 2.
Bleed for 2.
Yeah, he discarded 2 traps. So
Wake with Amber and Bound to Prey.
Yeah, bleed for 2.
Yes, sorry.
No problem, Gore. I ain't even mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has like 15 pool. He's fine.
Yep.
Let's play another Warghoul.
No.
No. Try to block with neighbor John.
Yes, please.
First pray no block.
Oh.
No block.
Come on.
I can't.
Block.
It's blocked.
I will play 1 stealth.
No, you
Superior.
can't. You can't play 1 stealth. I don't have a
Why?
reason, but you can't. It's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh god.
They have a second war ghoul.
I don't want this.
Can you burn the first war ghoul to pay for the second war ghoul?
You could, yes.
No.
I'm not sure he will.
Oh.
Burn the Simmons so I don't die as fast.
Yeah, is Simmons or the goblin going?
The goblin!
Marlon is the goblin. He's
Goblin can bleed for 1, so
Yes, and he can block.
No,
He can't block.
He can't
Well,
block
at least not
vampires.
vampires.
And he's the only one playing ally so far.
Until someone steals his war ghoul.
Mm-hmm. Problem is he have unmasking app.
Turn.
Yeah.
Unlock. Gain blood.
Then lose a blood.
That too.
Lose a
No,
pool.
lose pool. Let's put a new pentagram up.
No.
Yep.
Curses.
This could be lethal for Marcus.
You mean
Okay.
you mean Martin is gonna do 13 pool damage?
He can. We've already seen it. Between the illegalism, the power of 1, and the Palo Grande, that's 4 bleed per vampire.
That's true.
And then
Legalism bleed.
he'd basically be tapped, so he's not going to be able to
Good
continue.
luck.
So 3.
Alright.
Illegalism bleed with Guggenheim.
Noble luck.
3. My hand is so bad.
It seemed really good so far.
Bleed Justin. Just
Nope.
2.
Oh,
Hmm.
my heart aches for you.
Yeah. My hand is so awful right now. It's horrible. No influence because I don't feel I can afford it. Did I pay for the contagion?
I think you just skipped
Yeah,
past your
I
unlock.
think you did, yes.
You did. I see it here.
Yeah.
You gave 1 blood to Justine and then paid the contagion.
So in my discard, I want to.
Break free.
Break free. Let's get rid of a diversion.
Turn.
One pool.
Where did you
Then
pay?
I'll bleed
Blue?
for 2.
Oh, to unlock.
Bleed for 2 it was.
Yes, I'm thinking. Ha. Ha. How do I do that? It's the most intelligent rate. First of all, I'll try to block that.
Blocked. Nothing
It
before.
is.
I'm
He's gonna-
taking a stick.
Yes. Yes.
Alright. No maneuver.
No maneuver as well.
Form of Mist Superior.
Okay.
Any blocks?
one stuff. No block.
It's for 3.
Does it matter? Wait. Does it matter? Yeah, here's a deflection. Have fun, Steve.
All right, so I'm assuming 3 is the most damage you can do this turn. You don't have any other trixies?
No, I'm gonna increase my bleed
Okay.
beyond 3. I am
Um,
not stupid.
I'm gonna send
But I
it
need
back.
this action to be successful, just so.
I'm gonna send it back.
Ah. Nice.
Couldn't you go let him hug a Warghoul?
Yeah, but he's my cross table ally, and to be honest, I would rather have him bleeding me than I would the army of Ventru Antitribu, who might contest one of my vampires in a couple of minutes.
Nah, I don't.
So, Torsten, any more blocks?
Oh, did he send you
Or
back?
any-
I sent
more
it backwards. Yeah, I sent it back to you.
No block. Done. For free?
And I'll also unlock Gain of Blood.
And 2 pool.
Yes.
I'm working hard for those pool. It's not fair.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Did you give
generate
yourself the
2.
blood?
Yes, I did.
Oh, right. Power of 1 costs 1. It isn't free. You're right. Carry on. Sorry.
I'll generate 2 pool here. And discard the Dabbler. Oh.
Turn.
Come on, bleed for 1.
You mean for 3?
For free? Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Torsten, you didn't pay.
Pay your
Oh,
contagion.
yes,
You
I
should be
have
at
to
1,
do the-
sir.
Yes. True.
Yeah, well, if it's for 3, why don't you go forward?
Hello.
I will cancel.
Ooh, okay. I still pay the cost, though.
Do you?
Yeah. When you cancel
Yeah,
anything
and its
other than
cost
an
is
action
not paid.
card.
Cancel
Oh,
Oh, is
both
it?
cards
Oh,
as
I
it
didn't
paid,
realize
and its cost
DI.
is not
Okay,
paid.
yeah, didn't realize DI let you keep it. Sorry. All right, then instead, I guess Neighbor John will attempt to block.
It is blocked.
Too late. Too late.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you
Nope,
play
you're right.
deflection, you
Deflection is
already
after blocks have been
declined.
declined. Yep, that's correct.
Oh.
So yeah, that is a successful bleed for 3.
Woohoo.
Yeah, it was
I
just
get
gonna
that.
ask. Does it bounce it back
Yeah.
to the?
If
blocks?
nobody's gonna
No.
bleed, I will survive.
Is your turn over? Torsten?
Wha- are you? No. Wait. Yes, you can ankle complete me if you want. Marcus.
Impulse passes.
I think I'm gonna do something
Yeah, I
much more effective.
Yeah, I don't think you need to bleed him.
I'm gonna recruit me Veneficti. Oh, sorry. Tap.
Try to block.
You need 1 intercept.
Oh, he's the only one who can't do that, sorry. It has to be her.
With? Sure. If she fails, she stays tapped.
It's one more staff.
Yes. I get to play my stuff. That's fun. Let's use this one.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
You can't play that again.
Even
play
for
that.
the intercept?
Nope.
Yeah, then it happens.
Alright.
Yeah, then I'm basically out. Okay.
One pool. And I get to unlock and gain a blood.
Yep. Oh.
Excellent.
I will use. Oh no, I can't. I said I'm at the end of my minion phase. So.
No, you
Oh,
can. You can use the Barons
Oh.
whenever.
At any time.
Yep. And also, technically, your
Meta.
minion phase is still going. Your minion phase starts again because Marcus took an action.
Yes.
So, do you have anything else you want to do?
That's the question. I have to think real quick if there's any way how I can survive. I think the only way I see right now is that Martin kills Marcus, which is basically not happening.
It can happen.
Yeah,
True. It
it
can.
can. It can 100% happen.
But yeah, it's not as likely as it was the turn before.
No,
Or
not with the pair of Wargulls.
Before the. Yeah, and
At least
also
one of them
the-
is coming my way, though, I'm sure. But
I'm not sure. I think I might get both of them just to hinder me from
Getting rid of
getting a
cards.
mouse.
Do that to the bottom of my library. Turn another card.
Turn.
There you go.
unlock. Burn one from Contagion. Let's go. I hate this deck drawing like this, but let's go Venture Investment. And take one from. Why not? This investment. Let's just have a bunch of investments in play. From Alan's ability.
Yeah.
I mean, that grants you, unless you play a master card, it grants you 2 pool per turn.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. The problem is, unfortunately, Lackey is doing that thing where it's giving me all the copies of a card that I have in it, regardless of how small that number is.
Yeah.
And there are other cards I haven't seen any of yet. So,
Like equipment that costs pool.
well, no, I got to see one of those, and then unfortunately, my Predator took that from me. So,
Yeah, true.
I will move to my discard, I think, right now, and discard in Effective Management. Yeah, this is such math I don't understand.
To rock. I'll pay Contagion. Vargul, Rush, Justin.
Stealth, right?
No stealth.
0 stealth.
No stealth.
Block Amber.
Okay, you block me. No pre-maneuver.
No pre.
No maneuver.
No maneuver.
4 damage.
Dodge.
Okay, no press.
No press.
You made the additional. Okay.
No additional.
One bull rush him.
No block.
No pre-maneuver, no maneuver.
No pre. Maneuver too long.
Run away from the pain.
And strike.
And 1. Or just wave, I mean.
No press.
No press.
Bleed for 1.
No block.
1. Discard face. I discard. Oh, canton. Next.
Turn.
Gain blood. Pay for contagion. Mark free press. Oh. I thought I could kill you this turn. Then I forgot we had unmasking on the table. I was so wondering why you brought out the Vinificti, but yeah, that just halted it.
Well, then where are your force of personalities that I was promised?
Not everyone
You know-
of them can play them.
You know that part when you run like 2 copies of a card?
That I do. I know that part because I start my deck. I start my game with those 2 copies of the card.
Yeah, I never see the second copy of it. Oh. I need to think for a second, like... I could try to oust you. But that's just gonna reflect in, or affect me, or result in me having less blood on my vampires. And you won't die. I will also get tapped out. But I probably won't survive another turn anyways.
Well, then might as well go for the VP you can get.
Yeah, kinda. Then let's start Illegalism Bleed Amber.
Block.
Unblocked.
Alright. What you got?
I can strike you for 1. No, or never mind. No pre,
Yeah, no pre.
no maneuver,
No maneuver.
hands for 1.
I have to think. To aggravate.
Can I still do the additional, or is
Nope,
it too late?
Go to torpor before.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, that's why I went for the aggravated, because I
Yeah.
was sure I'd lose the blood anyway.
Yeah.
And maybe you'd even manage to get to 3 damage somehow.
Bleed for 2.
Try to block.
Yeah, I'm blocked.
Alright. You're active.
No pre.
No pre?
No maneuver.
Nope.
Hand for 1.
And for 1.
Illegalism bleed.
No block. 3 or more?
3.
Ouch.
No point saving Ember. Steal the power base.
No block. Take it. Finally, someone has an action over for that.
Yeah, kind of.
Letting
Influence
me
failed.
die!
Gain a pool for the
How's he supposed to save
power
you?
base. I tried.
Not sure if you could.
With the right set of cards, but the right set of cards did not appear. Discard phase, reduce that, and remove. What do I want? I want to need a psych. Remove that.
Turn.
Here goes pool. Play Coven.
Ooh.
No.
And the 10th block. Excellent.
What the hell?
You have been officially killed, Martin.
What?
The Coven is going to pass to you. That means you're a dead man.
Oh yeah, mark of death.
Ah, yes, that's what I wanted.
I might convince Igor to not rush me though.
Yeah, just to be sure, let's unleash Hell's Fury.
Well, that works for me as well. No block.
You don't block it?
No, I won't block.
Then I try to block it.
There's a spike block here.
Here's an intercept.
Yeah, your block fails, you take 1 damage. You go to top one.
Wrong card.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I want this one.
I did not realize that was damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of the good parts about it.
Yeah.
So I'm successful, right?
You
Yes.
are successful.
Oh, you're so low.
Yes, let's bleed for 2.
Try to block.
It's a +1 stealth.
He has 1 stealth, sorry.
And then it doesn't matter.
Go play Elden Ring. Off to the happier place.
Ah,
Ah,
I have a VP.
Thank you for playing, Thorsten.
Yeah.
It's
a
fine.
lot.
It was just pretty fine. In the beginning, I was drawing all my reactions, and then it stopped.
I was terrified in the beginning because I was like, how are we not going to end up contesting in this? And we managed not to.
I don't have neighbor John. I have neighbor John 2 times, and it's like the only thing we could contest.
Okay.
I think.
So what's my game plan now?
I don't know. What is your game plan? Concede?
Sounds
Yes,
good.
please.
I'm just thinking here. Yeah, I think I'll have to draw back 2. Discard this.
Turn.
I can turn.
No, sorry.
All right.
I was too slow. You were
Turn.
faster than I.
I will pay for the contagion, but then I'll play another investment and move a counter off of an investment.
Ugh.
All the investments.
Much investment.
I think I'm going to have. I want to try to do this. Let's have Catherine attempt in Espot to both neighbor John, or no, to just to neighbor John.
No block.
No block.
Come on, game. What is this? Oh my fucking lord. Okay, sure. That kind of stops what I was thinking I might do. So let's activate wider view. Let's activate wider view. And these two.
Seems like you have a lot of them.
Yep. Discard. I'm gonna discard a legacy and pass the turn.
Oh. I still have one walking stick and one ivory bow from you in my.
That's fine. They would be removed if I'm not mistaken. So.
No, I think they go to your.
Oh. Okay.
But if you don't have any,
I got no way to get it
option
back.
in the pad.
So.
But maybe
turn.
you have an encrypting things and you want it.
Ivory is removed from game.
Yes.
Yeah. During your unlock, I'm gonna burn option legacy.
Okay.
Clap, clap.
Yay! I did it.
Okay, minion.
Go rush unnamed.
Let's try bleed. Bleed with Milan.
And bleed.
Yes.
I take it.
Might as well see if you're dead first before deciding what to do with the Wurgles.
Sure.
Bleed for 1.
Take it. I should have blocked Devin.
Bleed for 1.
Wake with Guggenheim.
Okay.
And block.
Okay, you block me. No pre-maneuver.
Clean. No pre-maneuver.
No maneuver.
Maneuver too long.
Hand strike 1.
Wave.
No press.
No press.
Bleed 1.
No block.
1. Mm,
Goddamn Coven.
2 stealth action. Vargun.
Oh, no block.
Ooh.
At least
Oh,
the
wait.
goblin's dying.
Yes, Goblin Knight. Nobody
Oh yeah,
block.
never mind. I was thinking, how are you gonna pay for that? But then I figured out I'm dying.
Yeah, from contagion.
Feeling.
Yeah, no block. I already said maybe, I can't remember.
Discouraged. Next.
Wait.
Okay, yep.
You
You gotta let. Oh yeah, ankle cog.
I have ankle cock initiative.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm just thinking.
okay, I will cancel draft. But
Yep.
okay. Go and kill.
This is a bit risky. Do I have to do it?
Do it.
Hmm.
It's gonna be fun. Do it.
No, I'll just hunt.
Attempt to block with neighbor John.
Sure. Blocked.
All right. Anything before range?
Nope.
I got nothing either, unfortunately.
No maneuver.
No maneuver.
I'll combat hands.
Okay. You gonna pay 1 to continue?
Nope.
Okay.
If I had an unlock, maybe. But...
Yeah. All right. So that should end the turn, right?
Yes.
So I discard and draw a card.
Okay.
Refer you back to your minion phase in case you would want
Yeah.
to do anything.
If you wanted to change any of your plans, you could, but
No, nothing.
okay.
Just checking.
You want to start
Since you
rushing
get-
the unnamed or something?
Yeah, since you get the impulse back, you could have done something with the ghouls.
No, I want Vargun's block.
Yeah, I think that's his best strategy as well. I got what he was doing there.
So I get victory point now. Me pray
Yep.
pay.
Yep. Sadly, I don't have a life boon.
Do you play one?
I don't. I thought I did in this deck, and I do not. I actually just double checked.
So, Igor, you get increased hand size.
Yep, gain 2 hand size.
Turn.
Alliances last 2. Thank you.
I drew so many red cards I couldn't really play because I didn't draw any.
It wasn't
guns.
the end. I had the same problem. I didn't draw any reaction. I just was drawing like my walking sticks.
Yeah.
And I was like, I already have them.
Probably playing too many.
I think I need more guns, to be fair.
Let's pay a pool here. And let's also pay for the Anarch Railroad.
Yep.
Bleed for 2 with 1 stealth.
No block.
It's for 2.
Take it.
Nice.
Yep.
Bleed for 3.
Try to block with Louis.
Here's a stealth.
Let's then send it to Igor.
Wait. Stop. I will cancel. Sorry.
Jesus.
If him plays stealth,
Then I will thankfully draw a second one.
You can't. You already played.
Oh,
it.
right, you're right. You're right. Yep.
But you can play it with Louis the.
Yes, I can do that at inferior. That is correct. So deflect with Louis.
okay, so it's fun stealth. Let's try block with Vargul.
It is blocked.
Wow.
Not expected there.
Oh wait, no. Let me think again. Yeah, I think the better version is to burn 1 blood for this stealth. Sorry.
So it's superior or inferior
No, inferior.
to stealth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, no block.
It's for 3.
I take 3.
And I drew into an unlock, and I can gain a blood.
Oh, cheater.
And draw into 3 pool, I think.
Yep. Oh, my cat is about. Don't do that, because that results in you getting surprised and hurt. Do that. Knock it over.
Are you talking to your cat?
I am. It was thinking about crawling in a box that is like precariously balanced. But it has instead realized that because it moves a little bit, it's going to shove it, and it's going to make a wonderful crashing sound if it continues, but he's changed his mind. Never mind.
I just recognized that conversation. So it's either a toddler or it's a cat, and I know you don't have a toddler. So.
I do not. And if it were a toddler, I would be much more freaked out.
Turn.
Alright. Unlock. Master, let's... Or no, I'm sorry. Unlock first. I gotta pay 1 for Contagion.
Correct.
Master, I want to cycle this, so let's play a wider view. And then I'm gonna pick up 2 from my...
No, it's fine.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pick up 2 from my investments.
Yeah.
All the Warghouls are just at the ready. I guess I start feeding my vampires to them. So this Louis would like to attempt to govern bleed.
Okay, Vargul try to block.
Alright, your block is successful. Nothing before?
Nothing.
No maneuvers?
No maneuver.
My strike is stick for 2.
My strike is can strike 4 plus target vitals, so 6.
Yep, I will prevent 4. And take 0.
Okay, I prevent 1 and take 1.
Yep. With an optional press for me.
No press.
I will not press either. I don't want to continue fighting them.
Okay.
Alright, I think that was enough of an experiment that I don't want to repeat. So let's move to my influence phase and let's burn a wider view. And discard a poison pill.
Turn.
I pay Contagion. Look. I play my master.
You can't master. You played a direct intervention.
Yes, I say I play.
Sorry,
master, so
sorry.
I
I misheard you.
cannot. Not good. Okay, I must rush contagion guy. So I rush dynamite with Warbull.
Alright. No block.
I rush him. No pre-maneuver?
Nope.
No maneuver?
Nope.
Can strike 4.
Combat ends.
Yes. Rush again.
No block.
No pre, no maneuver.
No.
Can strike 4.
Combat ends.
Jeez.
Haha. Mhm. Bleed for 1.
No block.
1. Bleed for 1.
No block.
1.
Yeah.
Impulse for Enkill.
Yes. Bleed for 2.
Deflect.
Igor?
Yes, I think. Horacio tried to block.
Two stuff.
No block.
It's for 2.
I sent to me Predator.
Ooh, very good.
Try to block again.
It is at 2 stealth right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't block, so it's for how much? 2.
2. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll also unlock.
Yep.
Which gives me a blood and 2 pool. And the edge.
Okay, so I get impulse again.
Yes.
Yep.
Discourage.
Ich hasse diese Tintenfische. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
He said he hates
Turn.
Squidwards. Squids.
squids. Unlock all. And I have the edge.
I know for sure they have some weak point, and I will find it, but
Do I use you? I don't think I should. Let's just bleed for 2.
Oof.
Oh, sorry. I should. Oh, I forgot my master phase. That's my bad.
No block. What's the total?
It's for 2. I'll also play I Am Legion.
Yep.
And I'll unlock with the instantaneous.
Sure.
Gain a blood. Huh. I think I'm happy here. Oh, I know what I could do. Should I though? I don't think I should. I'll discard my Heart of Cheating
Turn.
and turn.
Alright, unlock. Pay for contagion. Master, I will take one from this investment and one from this investment.
Yeah, you do you.
Minion. Louis wants to try to govern again.
Bleed.
Yep, bleed.
Horacio try to block.
You block. Nothing before.
Nothing before.
No maneuvers.
Maneuver prolonged.
Sure. I will wave my fist at you.
Not too
Okay,
sticky.
play one aggravate.
I will prevent with an optional press.
Okay.
I will. I'll press.
Okay.
Nothing before range in second round.
Nothing.
No maneuver.
No maneuver.
Strike you with the stick.
Can strike.
I'll take your one.
I'll prevent one. And
Okay.
go forward.
Yep.
Stick burn to counter.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Place tape out.
Attempt to bleed you with Catherine.
Warburg try to block.
Success.
Okay. Combat.
Yep, nothing before.
Nothing.
No maneuver.
No maneuver.
Strike his hands for one.
Can strike 4.
Prevent 3 of it. And take 1. Or I'm sorry,
No.
prevent 1 of it. I'm sorry, she's got inferior. So she will take 3.
No press.
No press. Okay, I either get there or I don't. And I don't think I survive if I impulse back to Marcus. So, neighbor John.
Well,
Huh?
I can't bleed you for 6 in a turn, but
No, I mean, you can't bleed me for 6 in a turn, but there's a much lower chance that I can take out Igor later on, because then you get another turn to try to hit me for 3. So, neighbor John is going to go ahead and attempt a govern bleed.
Warburg try to block.
Yep, Wargul block successful. Before range, I will stick. Anything from you?
Nothing.
No maneuvers.
No maneuver.
Strike is stick for 2.
4 can strike.
All right, 1 sec. 1, 2, 3, and then I will prevent 1 of it. No, I'll prevent 2 of it actually.
No press.
No press. And fuck it, let's go all out. Alan would like to attempt to bleed.
No block.
It's for 1. I'll pass my minion phase.
I'll lead.
Yep, I will take 3.
Actually, you'll take 4.
Okay. I will take 4.
Hmm.
And let me think. No, I can't play any of those. So I'll get to pool.
Okay. I'm gonna burn the wider view.
Yeah.
And discard an effective management.
Turn.
I have 2 villain, but I died.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Good game.
GG.
So it's not.
Well, I have the edge.
Yep, and I draw 2 more cards.
Correct. Oh, I'll use the edge to unlock him, of course. This time I'll play 10th block.
Sure.
Lead for 2.
Take it.
It's for 2.
Taken.
Lead for 2.
What's the total?
Still 2.
Alright, taken.
Go, Steve. Go, Steve.
I don't think it's gonna happen. There's just too much. There are too many moving parts against me.
Here. Yeah, I think it's safer to take this back.
Add new battle arts infinities to weapons.
Turn.
I'm just trying.
Unlock. Master. Let's wider view and contagion. Oh, you're gonna watch it. Okay. So I get another master phase then. Either way. So yeah, then I'll just pick up off the investments after I draw back up. And then Catherine has to hunt.
No block. I don't have any intercept anymore.
Yep. Well, against non-directed actions.
Yes, it died with Igor.
Well, I think I am basically boned either way here. But, let's start this off by trying to make Neighbor John an abbot.
Nope.
Are you starting to vote?
No, Abbott is +1 intercept against the actions for
Uh,
Sabbath vampires.
Yep.
With a free unlock. One of the better Sabbath cards.
Let's try to S-bot to Neighbor John.
Yeah, no block.
Alan wants to try to govern its superior.
No block.
Pass my minion phase.
I'm locked. I can't.
Yep, just making sure. Then I will influence for 2.
Yes.
Bring out Hefta, Hester, or Jefta, however you. I'm not sure the region. And then discard a Framing an Ancient Grudge.
Ooh,
Turn.
we're the grudgy kind here.
Yeah.
Pay 1 to unlock, gain 1 from the edge.
Yep.
Should not forget that. I can replace Wash.
Yep.
And I can play the Ruins of Charizard. Charizard,
Rough.
which is amazing. Bleed for 3.
Is. Try to block with Neighbor John.
Let me think. The attempt fails and you take 1 damage.
Alright. I don't tap, right? Or do I?
No.
No, okay. Yep.
Different vampire.
Then try to block with Hefta.
Sure. Here's the stuff.
Yeah. That is good. For 3.
It's for 3, yes.
Taken. John, you had 1 job and you can't even do it right.
Yeah. Nothing to do against Psychomachia.
Yep.
I mean, he's keeping Veneficti from bleeding, so.
He is. Admittedly, it is saving me 2 a turn, but
And I only have 20 minutes left, which is actually a problem.
yeah,
I think.
that's literally all I have to try to bank on, which I don't think is enough realistically.
So let's put on some speed.
Turn.
Turn.
Unlock, pay for contagion. Master. I have any really good option here either way. So 3 is the same as 4. Well, maybe it's not. No, let's go 1, 2. Burn these 2. And then minion. Alan has to hunt.
No block.
You did it, Alan. Good job. Hefta would like to try to get the local 411. Or however the fuck. 11111.
No block. Interesting idea.
And then Louis would like to spot to Neighbor John.
Yeah, no block. I'm not gonna block undirected actions.
Okay.
Simply because I can't.
was kind of hoping for that. I'll move to discard, or I guess, yeah, it's impulse, but you're tapped, so I'll discard a deflection.
Okay.
Turn.
Alright, Edge pays for the unnamed.
Yep,
I'll pay a second for the horde.
sure.
Oh, fuck you, Wolf.
I think the horde should become a dabbler as well.
Sure.
Perfect. And the giant split for the unnamed.
You got it. Damn it.
This makes everything a little easier.
It does. It is probably the thing that gets you there.
Yeah, probably. Bleed for 3. Oh, sorry. I first have to hunt.
Yes. Oh, I thought you giant splitted to... Okay, I missed you say
No.
unnamed.
Yeah, I said the unnamed.
Yep. Yeah, I won't block the horde.
You won't?
I will not block the horde.
Alright. Here. Then I'll bleed.
Time to block with neighbor John.
Attempt to play 2 up.
Still not enough.
Oh, true.
You need 3.
Well, in that case, Neighbor John is not allowed.
Oh, fine. And it's too rich for anybody else's blood, so I will have to take 3.
Yes.
Good game.
I'll also take 3 and I unlock Gain of Blood.
Doesn't matter. That's game.
Yeah.
I got no untap effect to save me, so unless you want
No, I
to
still
somehow...
still wanna...
Do you want to influence 17 pool?
No, but I want to show Anazir.
Okay. There you go.
Then I'll play Narrow Mind.
Turn.
That's very important now.
Alright, I will...
GG.
Yeah, GG. I'm gonna clean the table just because you... Haha, take that! I won!
Aw. You're a meanie.
Oh. Very good game. Thank you all very much.
You're welcome.
Anyone up for a second round?
No, I'm gonna see if I can beat this phantom, then head to bed.
Yeah, I would have to play
Oh,
hyper fast as well.
Yeah, problem. Martin, do you want the dagger still?
Give